Lady Gaga, shout out to Dykeman Gaga. I don't know.
Like she was up in the heights, right?
What's up, everyone? I'm Dimas.
This is Jose.
And this is two Puerto Ricans on a couch reacting to Bad Bunny's incredible Super Bowl halftime performance.
So the opening scene to the Super Bowl performance, we see a Jibaro opening up and showing us a sugarcane field.
Sugarcane has like a dark, I would say, complicated history in Puerto Rico. So I think it's interesting that Bad Bunny decides to not only start the performance, but almost start it in like a positive.
Bring light to it,
Yeah, 100%.
All right, another thing I also noticed was like the vendors in the intro. When you walk out, you see people like hustling on the side of the street, which is like a very real thing. You got the people selling jewelry, like maybe outside of a mall. A real piece of like fabric. Appreciated that a lot.
I loved the wedding part, partially because it was actually a real wedding. You have a whole kind of wedding party vibe. I don't know, what was your takeaway?
Definitely that kid on the chair sleeping, like that was so real. Because when you're a kid, it's just like you will fall asleep at 4 a.m. with like the bass shaking, but just that moment like made me smile. The other thing, Lady Gaga, like just switching it up, like taking her song and putting it to like a salsa beat, kind of had me wondering where Bruno was at because he is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, shout out to Lady Gaga with the blue dress, which is like paying homage to the old Puerto Rican flag. She had the flower, which is the national flower of Puerto Rico. So, yeah, Lady Gaga, shout out to Dykeman Gaga. I don't know.
Like she was up in the heights, right?
Here's a Mama Sushi. Another big kind of guest appearance was Ricky Martin, one of the pioneer Puerto Rican pop culture figures. He came out, he was sitting on the white chair that's obviously on the cover. He performed what I consider like the heartbeat of the album, Le Que Le Paso Hawaii. Basically a warning sign to Puerto Ricans and the island. Don't let what happened to Hawaii happen to us on the island.
Also seeing Ricky Martin just like again after 25 years, he still looks like a stud. Like it was dope. It was just like, man, like another smile on my face. Another part that stood out to me was when he started climbing the telephone poles.
It's funny because I went to the last show, the residency. When I was even there, the power went out. It's currently still an issue. It wasn't just Hurricane Maria thing. I think Puerto Rican's power grid is still deeply fucked. Yeah, and then once we get to the final, it's this real big collective moment where he has just all these groups. He's leading all these people. And he's just shouting out all these different nations and showcasing all these flags.
And he paid respect to everybody, and like he's just showing a lot of love out there right now, which is something we don't see a lot nowadays. There was a bit of a moment there, and that collectiveness was incredible.